Tuperos y Tuperos, now on the DOOP By The River guest line here, we have my man. This is a very special interview for me. I'm all about supporting my fellow Colombians, and this guy right here is doing something special down there in Nashville. I got my man, El Parcero Havey from Parceros Nashville. Javi, ¿cómo estás? How you doing, man? How's everything? First off, how's everything going on with you personally, and how are things going on in Nashville as well?
Yeah, what's up, bro? Shout outs to everybody over there in Philly. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, everything's going good. Just a little anxious, trying to get back to watching some soccer, trying to watch our team play. Really, personally, everything's fine. But yeah, just a little anxious to get back to seeing our team play and getting back in action with the MLS.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously we had this interview lined up already. We had this set. This was going to be the second preview for the tournament for the Union and of course for Nashville as well. And then of course, everything that happened that transpired down in Orlando. You guys had some positive cases with coronavirus and whatnot. And then you guys obviously got sent home due to too many cases. I still wanted to get your guys' point of view. I wanted to get what was going on in Nashville. I told you off the air, but like pretty much, I really feel for you guys. Like, just to think that you guys were going into your first season, you were waiting forever to get your professional soccer team into Nashville. And then we get the coronavirus shutdown, right? Two games into your season. And then in the MLS Tournament, you guys get sent home early. So first tell us what kind of transpired, like kind of break it down the situation, and then give us like the point of view of the Nashville fans.
Yeah, well, like you said, we've been waiting for the team for such a long time. We had a USL team a couple years, and many of the people that are back there in the back line have been going to those games for such a long time. Finally, we get our MLS team. We get everything set up. All these big launches, the uniform, the reveal, all these cool things that the team was doing for us. We get us all hyped. The first game versus Atlanta, I mean, it was huge. Saw the Parceros over there from Atlanta. It was cool. Shout outs to them. But yeah, we 60,000 people. It was pretty awesome. Amazing experience. Everybody that was there just had a blast. In the stadium, right outside in the tailgate, it was just amazing. Shout outs to everybody, everybody that's in the back line, all the supporters groups, La Brigada de Oro, especially, that's my people. But yeah, it just it was having such a blast watching the team. The team was promising, kind of stood up to Atlanta a bit. Then everything gets shut down. We go into the just overall, the whole year was crazy. We had the tornado that hit East Nashville right within the season happening, right before the Portland game. Right after Portland, the whole thing shut down. The coronavirus kind of struck the United States and MLS shut down. But then after that, getting the opportunity to finally get back to soccer with the MLS Tournament. And we had a scare right before the actual tournament started, before the team headed that way. We had, I think it was a couple teammates or a couple players that had tested positive, but apparently they weren't part of like the starting squad, so they were allowed to go. But once we got there, of course, we had first started off with rumors, but then finally confirmed that at least 5 positive cases. Read somewhere of just asymptomatic cases, not showing any symptoms, and not knowing that they were spreading and spread up over to like 4 more players. And at that point, I mean, everyone knew it was the right thing to just be sent home. I mean, that's sad for from the fan standpoint, because we were just excited to see everyone play. But yeah, I mean, health first. We want to see everybody get back and get back right. You know what I mean? We don't want anybody to get sick. Get their family sick or whatever could happen. So if or get any other players over there. Any other teams get them sick. Just stop the spread as much as you can. So I mean, if we got to be sent home, then that's the right thing to do.
Okay. Yeah. So pretty much down in Nashville, it seems as if, people are obviously upset, but, they're happy that the team is staying safe and keeping others safe as well, which is good to hear for sure, Javi.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
so I guess my next question has to be like, Javi, so, Nashville didn't even complete the first season, right? I'm already hearing loan agreement or a loan proposal from Saprissa in Costa Rica for Randall Leal. So kind of want to know what's next for Nashville. Like, where does Nashville go from here? Like, what do you know from now that you can think that what's going to happen in for next season for Nashville?
I mean, definitely. I mean, it's concerning, right? The first
Hmm.
inaugural season just kind of turning out to be this, um, just as it is. But the promise that we had during the first two games, I think the project will keep on happening. I think Randall Leal, he's just so critical to the team right now. I personally, I think he's our best player. Just the things that I saw him kind of go and do in the first two games was just different than the others. It seemed like he caught the game a lot faster. The MLS style of play, a lot faster than, I mean, I think he has a lot of qualities, but Hani Mukhtar, I think he's been a little bit slower pace to catch on. I think he's going to do great. But as far as Randall Leal, I think he's just being so critical to what the team is right now. I don't see a loan. I think we're still. I mean, honestly, it all depends on what happens throughout the United States. But I have a feeling that at some point the season might resume, and by that time, I mean, just making sure that all the players are healthy and everybody's just negative tests. Just
Yeah.
coming back negative. Keep testing, keep tracing, making sure that everyone's all right. I think we'll continue and and at least do better than Cincy.
I mean, listen, Cincinnati set the standard pretty low, so I think a lot of teams can surpass that for sure. But no, I mean, I do hope the best. I do hope that you guys can continue a strong core of players, and you guys can just find a way to build a good team so that when you guys do play a full season, you guys can definitely compete and make it into the playoffs in your first season. That definitely not far fetched to have those sort of goals for sure. But listen, Hob, I want to keep the things a little positive here. And, at the end of the day, us as American soccer fans, we want to see the sport grow within our country, right? So, we still have a tournament at hand here. And I kind of want to know from you as an outsider, who's your favorite right now? Like, going into this tournament, we've seen we're almost gotten through the first round of games. But so far, who do you like as the team that really stands out to you as a favorite?
Man, I mean, I don't want to sound like a panderer or anything, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Philly, man. I'm serious. Every time I talk to Stephanie and whenever
Shouts to
we're
Parcero
watching the games,
Stephanie.
yeah, big shout out to Parcero Stephanie.
Yes.
This is the best part of the Parceros here in Nashville.
Yes.
But yeah, yeah, we pick a team. We usually agree, but we definitely agree on Philly. We agreed on we wanted Orlando to win. We just you know but yeah, I mean, I feel like you guys have a strong team. A strong squad. Seeing Bedoya score the other day, that was great. That's the homie.
Yes.
Parcero.
You
Yeah,
already
but
know. You already know.
yeah, but yeah. I mean, I definitely want to see them come through with a trophy. That would be great.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, like it's pretty exciting right now. Like, talking to the fellow Union fans, we're all really excited. Like, we don't know how to feel because obviously the time that we're living is pretty freaking weird. This tournament, is abnormal. Like, we wouldn't have this tournament if it wasn't for this pandemic going on. And then you see the Union not only, win in a good fashion, a hard fought game, but like the message they sent throughout the game with the names in the back of the jersey, like we don't know how to
Yeah,
feel right now. Like we're really excited, but like it doesn't feel right. But obviously if they win, something monumental in this tournament, it's going to be huge for the growth of the sport in Philadelphia, which is for me really important. But yeah, we're definitely excited here in Philly. Javi, thank you so much for hopping on. Any last words for all the Philadelphia fans here?
No, I mean, you guys keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to everybody over there in Philly. Yeah, shout out to everybody over here in Nashville. You know, whoever actually
Yes.
listens to this over here in Nashville, big shout out. We'll promote it. But yeah, no, definitely. You know, go Nashville. Go in and see. We're waiting. We're patiently waiting to see you guys come back on the field.
Yes, you guys will be back soon enough. And again, like here in Philly, we got you guys support here. Anytime in the future, you know, whenever things get back to normal, Nashville do come up and play in Philly. You guys know you guys are more than welcome. Thank you so much for hopping on again, guys. Definitely follow Javi. Javi, where can people find you real quick on Twitter?
Twitter, you can definitely find me at Haveezy on Twitter, HAVEEEEZY. And at Los Parceros Nash, definitely give that a follow. Absolutely.
Yes. I'm all about supporting fellow Colombians, man. You know, we're one country in this big country here, so we always got to support each other. So, Javi, thank you so much for hopping on. We will definitely talk in the future and keep the positivity down under there in Nashville.
Yeah, absolutely. Listo, parcero. Saludos.
Listo.